Guys, in today's video, I will be covering the recent release of the teaser trailer for Fallout 76, and I will also be breaking it down and giving you some of my personal thoughts and opinions on what this game will be. Enjoy. Before we get into this video, it is shout-out time. As I said in my top 6 Bethesda Game Studios games, I was going to give a shout-out to anybody who answered my question, and a guy named Luke Coyle, I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name, so sorry for that, but he answered my question. So now that the shout out part's out of the way, I'm going to play you guys the recent teaser trailer for Fallout 76 released by the YouTube channel for Bethesda Game Studios, and after that I will give you my personal opinions and break it down. So here you go. Hope you guys enjoy.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me.
But when the fighting is stopped and the fallout is settled, you must rebuild.
I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
I was personally really surprised when I heard this trailer drop because Bethesda themselves said that they were not going to release another Fallout or Elder Scrolls game until several other AAA games came out. But with that aside, the first information I would like to talk to you about is on the Pip-Boy in the trailer. On, I think, maybe the second part of the trailer, it showed a date, which is most likely when the game's going to take place, which is only about 20-something years after the bombs dropped, according to Fallout timeline. So it's going to be really interesting to see what exactly happened right after the bombs dropped, or 20-ish years after the bombs dropped, because all the other Fallout games have taken place hundreds of years after the bombs dropped. So like I said before, it's going to be pretty neat getting to see what happened. The second really cool thing that I found while looking at still images of the video was on the bed there was a detective hat, and that might be Bethesda hinting at the return of Nick Valentine in Fallout 76, which I think would be super cool because Nick Valentine is kind of a legendary character for me because he's one of my favorite companion characters in Fallout 4. So if he makes a return, that's already going to make the game much better for me, because as I said before, he's like one of my favorite characters. Guys, comment down below if you're super hyped that there is a chance, like a small possibility, that Nick Valentine will be making a reappearance in Fallout 76. So if you're super hyped up about that like I am, go ahead and drop a comment down there. This is kind of one of those things you probably already have heard because this topic has been covered by a ton of other YouTubers, so I'm kind of late to it, but I decided I was just going to go ahead and do it. The song they were singing at the beginning of the thing, it's called Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver. It's a great song. You should totally listen to it. But the point is, it talks about West Virginia or Western Virginia, which could technically be where the game is going to take place because Bethesda has been known to do things like that. They usually put little tiny tidbits of information that only the most eagle-eyed of people can point out. So if they do something like that, it's going to be really cool because not a lot of games take place in smaller states like that. So like I said before, if they can do that, that's going to be cool. Now I'm going to tell you some of my personal opinions about it. We haven't heard just a whole bunch about Fallout 76, but I have heard that Bethesda is trying to implement multiplayer into this game, which could be kind of an interesting concept if they manage to play their cards right. But I am not a huge fan of Elder Scrolls Online, which is like one of the first games Bethesda ever made that was actually online. So I don't know how well that's going to go down, because apparently it's supposed to be a role-playing game, so that could, to me that makes it a little bit better, because their role-playing games are all really good. But I am kind of skeptical. I'm not worried, because I feel like they're gonna make a good game, but I am kind of skeptical about this multiplayer thing. Those really are my only worries. But so far, I think they're doing a great job, and I really hope that this is going to be a great game. That is pretty much all the information we have at the current time about Fallout 76, but Bethesda said they were going to release a lot of information about this at E3, along with a ton of other stuff, which I'm super hyped for. And if you guys are hyped for that, go ahead and drop a comment, like, and subscribe, because it really, really helps out the channel. I would love to get this channel to 100 subscribers by the beginning of 2019. I know that might be a stretch, but I have faith in you guys, so please, please, please go ahead and tell your friends, tell your family, Instagram, social media, all these youngsters, hitting the social media, the Fortnite, grind and stuff, but whatever. And on a lower note, guys, if you guys would like to see me play Sea of Thieves, then go ahead and comment something about Sea of Thieves, because The Hungering Deep was just released for Sea of Thieves, and I have not got to explore that yet, and I would love to do that with you guys. So as I said before, go ahead and comment something about Sea of Thieves in the comments if you would like to see me cover that. As I always say at the end of every video, have a great day. I will see you at the next one, and thank you so much for watching.